This is Media Break. You give us 3 minutes, and we'll give you the world.
Good morning. I'm Casey Wong with Jess Perkins. Top story, Pretoria. The threat of nuclear confrontation in South Africa escalated today when the ruling white military government of that besieged city-state unveiled a French-made neutron bomb and affirmed its willingness to use the 3-megaton device as the city's last line of defense.
And the president's first press conference from the Star Wars orbiting peace platform got off to a shaky start when power failed, causing a brief but harmless period of weightlessness for the visiting president and his staff. We'll be back in a moment.
Is it time for that big operation? This may be the most important decision of your life. So come down and talk to one of our qualified surgeons. Here at the Family Heart Center, we feature the complete Jarvik line. Series 7 Sports Heart by Jensen. Yamaha. You pick the heart. Extended warranties. Financing. Qualifies for health tax credit. And remember, we care.
3 dead police officers, 1 critically injured. Police union leaders blame Omni Consumer Products, OCP, the firm which recently entered into a contract with the city to fund and run the Detroit Metropolitan Police Department. Dick Jones, Division President, OCP.
Every policeman knows when he joins the force that there are certain inherent risks that come with the territory. Ask any cop, he'll tell you. If you can't stand the heat, you better stay out of the kitchen.
Although seriously wounded, Officer Frank Fredrickson escaped and identified this man. Clarence Bodeker, unofficial crime boss of Old Detroit, now sought in connection with the deaths of 31 police officers. Today he's at large, while doctors at Henry Ford Memorial Hospital fight to save the life of Officer Frank Fredrickson. Good luck, Frank.
Imagine an end to crime, an end to poverty. Imagine 2 million good jobs waiting to be filled. Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? Well, sometimes dreams come true. Delta City, for our children.
It's back. Big is back, because bigger is better. 6000 SUX, an American tradition.
Good evening. I'm Jess Perkins with Casey Wong. Top story, Santa Barbara. 10,000 acres of wooded residential land were scorched in an instant when a laser cannon aboard the Strategic Defense Peace Platform misfired today during routine startup tests. Casey?
Yes, it was a day of mourning for the families of 113 people known dead at this hour. Among them, 2 former United States presidents who had retired in the Santa Barbara area. A day of mourning for a country.
Police union representatives and OCP continue negotiations today in hopes of averting a citywide strike by police scheduled to begin tomorrow at midnight. Justin Ballard-Watkins has more.
They're still on duty, but what about tomorrow? That's the question we put to people in the crime-plagued Lexington area.
They're public servants. They got job security. They're not supposed to strike.
It's a free society. Except there ain't nothing free, because there's no guarantees, you know? You're on your own. It's a lot of jungle.
Magnavolt, the final word in auto security. No embarrassing alarm noise, no need to trouble the police. And it won't even run down your battery.
Magnavolt. Lethal response.
On the international scene, the Amazon nuclear power facility has blown its stack, irradiating the world's largest rainforest. Environmentalists call it a disaster.
But don't they always? In national news, Attorney General Marcos today approved the ED-209 combat unit for deployment in 5 American cities, despite widespread complaints of malfunction.
The Surgeon General is dead, gunned down 20 minutes ago by a militant addict of the deadly designer drug nuke.
The greatest health threat facing our nation. Nuke. The most addictive narcotic in history. A plague that...
This station has just received the following transmission from Cain, convicted murderer and leader of the nuke cult.
People want paradise. And they will have it.
The assassination is the latest act of terrorism by Cain, following the firebombing of a drug treatment clinic that left 5 dead last week.
Following the latest breakdown in negotiations, Detroit's police today returned to the picket line, demanding better terms from Omni Consumer Products, OCP, the corporation contracted by the city to run the Detroit Police Department.
OCP cut our salaries 40% and canceled our pensions, and now they refuse to even talk to us. God knows why, but they want this strike.
I thought all communication systems were the same. I tried to save the company a few bucks. It took 2 days to download specs from Cleveland. Lost the account.
Would you like to ski Antarctica? But you're snowed under with work? Do you dream of a vacation at the bottom of the ocean? But you can't float the bill? Have you always wanted to climb the mountains of Mars? But now you're over the hill? Then come to Recall Incorporated, where you can buy the memory of your ideal vacation cheaper, safer, and better than the real thing. So don't let life pass you by. Call Recall for the memory of a lifetime.
$500 million in cash, nuke money seized by police. But State Attorney Sphincter won't let the bankrupt city government touch it. Coming up next, threats from the police union and cheers from the public as Metro North cops go back to work and apprehend the nuke lord Cain, who may not live to stand trial.
They say 20 seconds in the California sunshine is too much these days, ever since we lost the ozone layer. But that was before Sunblock 5000. Just apply a pint to your body and you're good for hours. See you by the pool.
Sunblock 5000. Protection for the new age.
And now, back to climbing for dollars. Robocop. Who is he? What is he? Where does he come from? He is OCP's newest soldier in their revolutionary crime management program. OCP spokesman claimed that the fearless machine has crooks on the run in Old Detroit. Today, kids at Lee Iacocca Elementary School got to meet in person what their parents only read about in comic books.
Robo, excuse me, Robo. Any special message for all the kids watching at home?
Stay out of trouble.
More fighting in the Mexican crisis today when American troops participated in a joint raid with Mexican nationals against rebel rocket positions in Acapulco. Now this.
Red alert. Red alert. Red alert.
You crossed my line of death.
You haven't dismantled your MX stockpile.
Pakistan is threatening my border.
That's it, Buster. No more military aid.
Nuke 'em. Get them before they get you. Another quality home game from Butler Brothers.
Today, labor leaders agreed to sanction construction of OCP's Delta City, thereby creating an estimated 1 million much-needed new jobs, despite questions about worker safety in dangerous old Detroit. Robert Morton, Vice President, Security Concepts, OCP.
I'm afraid I can't comment on Delta City. That's not my division. But I will tell you this. At Security Concepts, we're projecting the end of crime in old Detroit within 40 days. There's a new guy in town. His name's Robocop.
Fully automatic burrito. Who wants to hold it?
Citizen rule. People making a better tomorrow. A murderer was captured this morning and tried today.
Guilty.
Sentence, death. Execution tonight at 6. All net, all channels. Would you like to know more?
If you think you're psychic, maybe you are.
Federal studies are being conducted in your community. Would you like to know more? Every school kid knows that arachnids are dangerous. However, Mormon extremists disregarded federal warnings and established Port Joe Smith, deep inside the arachnid quarantine zone. Too late, they realized that Dantana had already been chosen by other colonists, arachnids. Would you like to know more?
Johnny. Rehab. Hooray.
Johnny Rehab. Action figures, parts, and accessories all sold separately.
3 nuns and 5 clergy are dead today in what is believed to be the latest atrocity by the killer cyborg, Robocop. OCP officials claim the former police unit is responsible for a spree of terrorism in the Cadillac Heights section of Old Detroit. I'm sorry, I can't even read this.
Come on, this is bullshit. Are you buying this?